We're joined in the studios this morning by Evangelist D.R. Harrison. Good morning, D.R. How are you today?
Good morning. How are you?
Doing very well. D.R., you're here to talk to us today about a revival that's been going on. You started back in April, and you're going to ramp things up next week. Tell us first about the revival that you started back in the middle of April.
Yes, Pastor Roger Stockton from Greystone Free Will Baptist Church called us to do a revival starting April 15th through April 20th. And we came into town, and God began to move, crowds began to grow, and the pastor asked us to stay over into week 2, and now we've been here 8 weeks, and God has moved in a mighty way.
Has it grown out at Greystone each week as it's gone through?
Yes, every night seems to be about a third of the crowd being new people coming in from
Really?
everywhere, as far away as Michigan.
Oh, really?
And Alabama, people coming into the revival.
So it's a good thing that you've outgrown there at Greystone, but you also had some good fortune come in to give you another place to continue that evangelism. Tell us about that.
God gave us an 80 by 140 gospel tent that seats 1,500 people.
Wow.
And we set it up 3 weeks ago on Saturday, and God has provided everything, chairs, lights, sound, everything for the tent for us to operate it. And Lord willing, we're going to be moving into the tent next week.
So you started at Greystone Free Will Baptist Church, but this has been a non-denominational event, hasn't it?
Absolutely. There's been Methodist, Presbyterian, Church of God, all denominations has been present at this revival.
So you're going to start on Monday at 7 o'clock, and the location is off Quaker Knob Road. How'd you get the location also?
There's a man that's in the revival at Greystone.
Uh-huh.
We were sitting around the dinner table one night, and he said, I have a big field in my front yard. If, maybe we can look at it for the tent. I said, okay, we'll go look at it. And as soon as we looked at it, we knew that's where God wanted us, and everything just fell into place. He donated the land indefinitely for free.
Yeah.
And so it's just all falling together.
Quaker Knob Road, people will be familiar with that. If you go to the Raytown Crossroads and go out to the split there at the old Fletcher Piano Store, you hang off to the left, and then Quaker Knob's going to be out there to the left.
Yes, about a half a mile on the left, and it's you turn on Quaker Knob, and then the tent's down there on the right in the middle of the field.
Down the hill and around
it's
the
right
bend
in the middle of that field on the right.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, D.R. How'd you get involved in evangelism and where you came from? You said you're from Kannapolis, North Carolina. Racing fans will be familiar with that
right.
town.
I was born and raised in Kannapolis, North Carolina. I grew up a preacher's kid.
Yeah.
But when I got older, I got out of church and began to drink a lot and became alcoholic. My wife became alcoholic, and God saved us 2 years ago in May, and called me to preach in May of 2016. And for 2 years, we've been serving the Lord and preaching and just telling people about the good news of Jesus Christ and what He done in our lives, how He changed our lives forever.
You go around to different places, not just here, but even though you live in Kingsport, right. You go around, you've done evangelism in a lot of places.
All over the country the last 2 years, yes, sir.
Tell us what's been what struck you most about how things have started out at Greystone. You've had a lot of people come through and be saved during the event.
There's been over 140 people walk the aisle and trust Christ in the last 8 weeks. And I think the most amazing thing is that no man can make this happen. You can't organize this, you can't plan this, but when God does something, He does it right. And if I had to say anything about the last 8 weeks, is that it's all been God.
So we hear, we get announcements a lot of time, revival will be at such and such a church, and it starts this day, and it goes until,
right.
know, and usually we say, let us know, so we're not reading it forever, and then they'll call the next week and say, okay, well, we're done.
Right.
You've gone, how long? How many?
8 weeks.
8 weeks, and how many different, you doing Monday through Friday?
Monday through Friday, 8 weeks.
So you've done probably at least 30, maybe 40 or more services,
right?
And you're going to start big time next week.
Big time next week, and there's people booking motels in Greeneville coming out of state. I know of churches coming from 4 different states now next week, and it's just exciting to see what God's doing. So
tell us, if somebody wants to, if other churches or other groups want to get involved in that or know a little bit more information about it, say they wanted to bring their church bus out, what should they give you a call? Should they try to? It'd be good to know ahead of time. Yeah,
the best place and the best way to get a hold to make reservations or anything like that would be to call 304-923-0475. Brian Lester handles everything with the ministry, and he'll get you pointed in the right direction.
Okay. Well, very good, D.R. Thank you for coming. You're going to have a revival. I won't say it starts, but it continues next week. I'll let you just invite people out and tell them what a good feeling they'll have by coming out. What are you going to have? Singing? You're going to have music? You're going
There's
to have
special singing every
preaching?
night. There's a camp meeting choir. There'll be a community-wide choir every night being led by Pastor Nick Bailey. There's special singing of groups coming in from local and from out of state, and we invite you to come. Revival only happens a lot of times once in a lifetime, and we believe we're right in the middle of revival here in Greeneville, and invite you to come. It's summertime. Services will last a couple hours a night, Lord willing, and it'll be great for kids to see God move in these days.
Well, we appreciate you coming by today, you and your wife Laura and Kylie, your daughter.
Yeah.
Kylie, you got anything you want to add today? She got her book. She wants you to come out and enjoy the revival also. You can contact the evangelist or the revival service director at 304-923-0475. D.R. Harrison will be the evangelist. You got other people that are going to come in and speak also in addition to you?
It'll just be me, but there'll be tons of singing, and
Okay.
we're just going to follow the Lord and see what he does.
All right. Starts Monday night at 7 o'clock on Quaker Knob Road. Hang a left there at Fletcher Piano. Go out, and Quaker Knob turns off to the left right there. The evangelist will be D.R. Harrison, and we invite you mentioned we don't want to forget Youth Night coming up next Friday.
June 15th is the big youth night. We invite everybody out. Get there early to get a good seat, and there's youth groups coming from several different states. It's going to be amazing. You do not want to miss it.
304-923-0475 for more information. D.R., thank you very much.
Thank you for letting us come.